Hello, my beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, your vibe mentor, here to bring you another video on how to raise your vibration so you can live your best life. Let's talk today about what the 1% have in common with the spiritual community. You could also say that the other way. What does the spirituality community have in common with the 1%? And I see them as very similar and with one defining characteristic that separates us. Surprisingly to many, the 1% are very aware of energy. They are very aware of manifestation. They are very aware of their source, divine creator. They are very aware of what it takes to move the needle forward and to make a difference in the world. Very much like spiritual people, the 1% are also known as crazy sometimes. They are also outcasts or misfits. Sometimes they are the square peg in the round hole, and many times they also had a very challenging childhood. Person after person after person who has done well will tell a very tumultuous story. And so I would like to present to you, spiritual community, people who feel that they are somehow different or outcast or less than or not worthy, that you are not as isolated as you may think, that you are not as disadvantaged as you may think, that many people who have felt victim to unfortunate circumstances have also been able to make a very significant change in their lives and difference in the world. Now, the one thing that separates the 1% from the spiritual community is the belief around money. That we have chosen, either by choice or by programming at some point in our life, to believe that it is noble to not have money, that it is not spiritual to have money. We have rejected our abundance birthright. And that is the biggest difference between the 1% and the spiritual community. Now, I would propose to you, as I say this next statement, to watch the resistance that comes up in you. Spiritual people should be driving towards abundance. Spiritual people, and I pause because I don't want to say should. It would serve the collective for spiritual people to aspire to be in the 1%. Now watch what comes up for you. Do you feel sort of an uncomfortableness? Do you feel a resistance? Do you feel a desire to attack me, to click off, to blame me, to say, oh, how dare she? Notice the resistance, and now ask yourself the question, what belief is under that resistance? What do you believe that makes you feel uncomfortable when I say the spiritual community would serve the collective better if they aspired to be part of the 1%? There is nothing that really truly separates us other than the beliefs that lead to the thoughts, that lead to the actions, that lead to the results. They put their pants on just like anybody else. And I'll tell you what, after spending a week with many wealthy, beautiful, aspiring human beings who have reached high majorities of their potential and continue to self-actualize, continue to grow and raise the roof of possibility in their lives. Many of them care more about making a difference in the world than they do about the private jet or the multi-million-dollar mansion. That we collectively, the spiritual, the entrepreneurial, the purpose-driven entrepreneur, those who are aware of energy, I like to say just good, kind-hearted people who want to make a difference in the world, we do the collective a disservice by not aspiring to be in the 1%, by believing that money is difficult to come by fearing the work or the effort that it might take to get there, by allowing our fear of not being enough, our unwillingness to face the trauma and the unworthiness, the lack mentality, the limiting beliefs to hold us back. there was a phrase that was created for, I guess you could call it a phrase, it's a paragraph that was created for something called Funnel Hacking Live, an event that I attended last week. If you watch my vlog episode, you'll hear more of a recap, so check that video out. I spent, like I said, 5 days surrounded by highly intelligent, very rich and wealthy, very beautiful, kind, good-hearted people who are making massive amounts of difference in the world. And we tend to, as a spiritual collective, isolate ourselves and we formulate this belief that we are alone in the world, nobody else understands it, the normies don't get it. We even create spiritual ego and demonize wealthy people or people who don't talk about the woo-woo stuff all the time. But the fact of the matter is we are not very different. It is only our belief that keeps us from that, and we separate ourselves intentionally or unintentionally, preventing ourselves from creating heaven on earth. That what I am all about, what this channel is all about, is about helping you heal the beliefs that hold you back, helping you heal that complex trauma so that you can step into your purpose, make a living doing it, and help create heaven on earth. These people were in this room talking about building schools in Africa, talking about creating new networks of food systems, talking about creating sustainability on solid foundations that are not driven by greed. How much good could you do in the world if you aspired to be in the 1%? So I mentioned this paragraph that was created for this event. I want to read it to you because it's so beautiful and it's so amazing. And I read this, and this is written for purpose-driven entrepreneurs. This is written for people who aspire to make millions of dollars. This is written for people who are creating funnels and creating ads on YouTube and Facebook, creating courses that sell. But what I heard in it was my spiritual community, my purpose-driven entrepreneurs that I support and love and hold space for every day. So here it is. It says, "Here is to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round peg in the square hole, the ones who see things differently, those who are not fond of rules and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, you can disagree with them, you can glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see that they are the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do." And I believe Steve Jobs said something similar. It's the ones who think that they can make a difference in the world that actually do. You look at Einstein, and he was considered an outcast, antisocial, recluse. He was a genius. He didn't fit in. Michael Jordan, not great upbringing, certainly had his challenges, wasn't amazing at first, but he perfected his craft and he aspired to be the 1% of those basketball players. There is nothing holding our community back. There is nothing keeping us from creating heaven on earth other than your beliefs. So I had to title this video something that would seem to disparage the 1%. Something that would seem to say, what's wrong with the 1%, to get you to click. Because if this video was titled How to Be Part of the 1%, you probably wouldn't have watched it. So really go deep for the sake of your future, for the sake of your children's future, for the sake of your family's future, for the sake of the collective whole, for the sake of creating heaven on earth, creating the new earth. Look at why you struggle with money. Why do you struggle to believe that you deserve it? Why do you struggle to believe that it's good? Why do you struggle to believe that it's easy to make? And start to rewrite those beliefs. If you need help, I'm here. That's my purpose. That's my life's mission. I have something called brain spotting. It is phenomenal at reprogramming the subconscious and getting those beliefs and those traumas up and out of your body. The glass ceiling that holds you back has power over you no more when you know how to work with the somatic experience of reprogramming and releasing trauma. You are perfectly imperfect for a purpose. You are here for a reason. You are part of the New Earth construction team. You are needed. You are valuable. You are worthy. You can do this. I believe in you, and it's not just because I believe in you, but because I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that every single person has purpose. Every single person is valuable, no matter what, inherently. And every single person has an abundance birthright. God, source, divine creator, universe wants you to be abundant, needs you to be abundant. We need so much more than just intuitives and psychics and tarot card readers. We need new schools and new government and new businesses. If you like making clothes, then be a fashion designer that creates clothing that's going to raise your vibration. There are so many things that you can do. Follow your heart, follow your passion, follow your gifts. Don't go to the grave with all that is in you. It will be your greatest regret. Aspire to be part of the 1%. You deserve it, and the divine wants it for you. I love you guys very, very much. I want the best for you. I offer free 30-minute sessions. There's a link below if you want to connect with me. I'm happy to help you identify your blocks. I can promise you this. I'm really pretty good. I might take a little bit more than 30 minutes, but usually in 30 minutes or less, I can identify the root cause of your limiting beliefs and your abundance blocks. So I'd love to be of service to you. That is my purpose. That is why I'm here. And that comes from an abundant place because I am happy to give and able to give. And I would love to be of service to you. All right. I love you guys. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Please do leave me a little emoji comment. It's very helpful for the YouTube algorithm. Otherwise, I will be sure to offer you this link to subscribe. Otherwise, this video is customized just for you. I will see you on the other side. I love you, my friends. Namaste.